And we are live. Welcome to Transformers the show. We're here joined by the wonderful Alfire. Andy will be joining us in a couple of minutes, and maybe we'll have some other people as well being able to jump on because, it is a weekday and people are working. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It's quite exciting. I know we've had some reveals, but before we start talking, let's get that mini intro. How are you, Alfire?
I'm very good, thank you, sir. How are you?
Actually, I'm really good. This has been a fantastic week. Been quite a lot of reveals this week, so I'm quite excited to see if they'll match the order of the dates that Hasbro plans to reveal them officially. But yeah, it's all exciting. It's wonderful to see so many wonderful faces in there, and Drew. But yeah,
Andrew's yeah. I was gonna single him out as well.
Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking actually with the leaks that we've got, is this what we're talking about now? They're talking about leaks leading up to these streams. These aren't leaks as such. Everyone was kind of advised ahead of time. These are official leaks, would you say? And then they're going to be shown in the streams anyway.
Maybe. I think some, because one was definitely official photography, so it was definitely leaked. The other stuff is Chile stuff, isn't it? It's stores in Chile just going, we're just dumping this stuff. We don't, we want to sell stuff and make money, Hasbro.
Screw your non-disclosure agreements. We're going to be like photos everywhere.
Yeah. So I honestly don't know, but it's cool.
Yeah, we've had. But before we obviously get onto the reveals, your photographs have gone up on plate, and particularly the one that I saw of the Predacons with the Marvel cover looks fantastic. That has gone up on social media, though, hasn't it? That was on your Instagram.
Not the one with the Marvel comic, not yet. I'm going to post that tomorrow.
Sorry.
I was just
a bit of a spoiler ahead of time.
Yeah, I'm sure all two people are devastated.
And I'm one of them.
Yeah, but yeah, that was a fun photo to do. A hard photo,
so good.
But the colours are hard. Then I've got Optimus Prime, who's even more red. I was like, oh no,
it's just a sea of red, isn't it? No, it's really good, as has been all your stuff. But yeah, do check it out when it goes up on the socials. I'm a big Predacon fan, so you cannot go wrong with me.
All right, and here's Andy wearing red.
Oh, tell you what, I was starting to panic a little bit there. To be fair to Claire, because she'd said to me, "Oh, are you live streaming this thing?" And I said, "I don't think anybody's that bothered, so I doubt it." So I had to message her and say, "Change your plan. We're live streaming it. Get out of the school." Seriously, she's got about 7 missed calls from me where I was just like, "Are you coming out?" Hurry up.
So we've got 4 weeks of these live streams.
Apparently.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. 4 weeks for.
Just checking the dates. So the next one is going to be next Thursday. Then the other one's going to be. Is it going to be Transformer Thursday from now on? I put the hashtag as a joke, Transformer Thursday, but it's a reality.
Yeah, it looks like
that's your thing. Yeah.
Transformer Thursday, the new Transformer Tuesday.
Thursday crew.
Yeah, Thursday.
It's very weird.
Your hand shaking. I must hold alcohol. No.
All of you shaking at the moment.
Alcohol withdrawals.
I haven't had alcohol all week.
Yeah, I'm going to be the same actually.
Trying to not drink during the week and just have the drink at the weekend.
I think Besto there is talking about his bladder control problems, not Hasbro as such.
Yeah.
4 weeks for leaks. It's a long time to have a leak, Besto.
Why have we got poor Alexis?
God knows why. What has he done to be poor Alexis?
Alive! He's still alive. Sorry.
Yes, we are.
It's a good thing I didn't say shit called bugger.
See, Andy's a genuine nice person. He would never say anything bad. If it was someone like Alexis or anyone else, really, we would be like, "We're alive, we're alive."
Yeah, my bad. Do you know what? I was so preoccupied with trying to get here and not be late that I completely didn't notice that it said live.
1 minute 30 out, maybe. We're nearly there.
God, that's a leaf that you actually are genuinely nice person.
Seriously, give me a head wobble. We're really not. Trust me, if you live with what you live with. Oh, dear.
Oh, Besto, that's bleak, son. That's bleak.
That's why I thought you were being really when you said about this stuff. I was thinking, oh, I hope he's not listening to this, and he is. I wouldn't have said something like that, Bisto. That's just mean.
See, I'm not nice like Andy.
Sitting on the live stream. Oh, just imagine if
Anything is worse.
Slagging people off. Oh, that'd be great.
I like to consider it playful mocking.
Playful mocking.
Banter.
It's all
Yes.
banter.
Yeah.
Archbishop of Banterbury.
Oh dear me.
Any guesses what it's going to be? Blaster.
Yeah, I think we've seen it all, haven't we?
Starscream, and those for the Starseeker crew.
Yeah.
But
I saw
no,
Blaster.
swoop.
I saw Blaster, and all he did was obviously they gave him the Transformers the movie decor with a white face, and got rid of the clear plastic, and I just went, I'm in. They've got me, you bastards.
You're so easily sold.
Yeah, oh, he is. He's a slut.
Richard Key's banter. Oh, God,
yeah, that's what I just saw. How very dare you, Mick?
Do you know, Bristol? See, if it is the Autobots, we're going to sacrifice you to the pagan gods, because I'll teach you.
Okay.
That once.
And calm, Jim.
Is the sound?
Yes, the sound is coming.
We are the sound.
Excellent. Here we go.
Hey, Transformers fans, welcome to the first of 4
Praise be
40th
to Chuck, praise be to Mark.
40 years, one legacy. We were celebrating all
Mark
40
can't
years of
spread his legs
Transformers
any
history.
further,
We
it
kicked
seems.
this off back at PulseCon.
Just chilling.
A lot going on. Currently,
He's
as
toasted,
from Emma,
nicely
wearing our beautiful
toasted.
Haslab
He didn't get the blue
sweatshirts.
memo,
Thanks for
clearly.
making them.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of a Haslab update. Congratulations, Haslab Omega Prime is fully funded. You guys hit that.
Hey, that got done in double quick time, didn't
A
it?
week or so ago. I'm trying to keep
Yeah.
that
Very
plugged
popular.
on.
Very popular.
So, congrats. We're very excited about that. It's doing great. We have one more week to go, so if you have not yet had your chance to back it, you have another week to still do so. Guarantee that you will get one of these sent to your home when it comes.
Well, I hope so. I'll be back it. I'd be a bit
No, you have to go and collect it.
We've clearly
Yes.
been seeing a lot of
Hasbro
comments. A lot of people
headquarters.
are excited.
Yeah.
There's a lot to talk
Using the
about.
Hasbro
So,
rowboat
I'm
to go
gonna
over the
put this
Atlantic.
image up on the stream for everybody to check out. This
My
is Kevin
apologies, Graham.
and, Evan, let's
I
kinda
didn't
talk
realize
about this.
that we had enough staff to do
One
this.
of the biggest
so.
requests that we've gotten is that Blue Bolts was missing.
Made multiple
the
promises, did
iconic
we?
White barrels that it had in the animation
May have
and in the
made
toy.
promises about storage
We
that were
didn't have
not
them
kept.
originally just because we weren't sure. That we
That's a
could
Partridge
do it.
reference for those
So,
of you who don't get that.
After it got fully funded, which thanks again for funding,
Terry's chocolate
Yuki and
orange.
I
Anyway.
took another look at the tools because, as this happens every once in a while, once you finally start
So this is the
finishing the
Is it a
item and
deluxe
then you
size
can
bot
see
that
the
you
mold
get?
plans laid out completely and fully. Oh hey,
Is
we
it
found
deluxe?
Space for
Yes.
one more thing.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sure
So
it
we
is.
happen to have a white tool that's being shot twice to make Optimus Prime's thighs. So there was enough room to put in one missile, which then it's being shot twice,
Yep.
so you will get two. Yeah.
Sick. That's a good workaround.
Two
We
missiles.
Run it twice.
Steady
we're
on.
on that. A lot. There's a lot of pieces in this Haslab.
They're
so.
spoiling
Yuki
everybody.
very quickly was able to mock this up. and
Look at
get
that
it
Grimlock
upgraded.
just
So,
placed in the
white
background
barrels
there.
will be 5mm ports, and then they'll end in a 3mm.
Just strategically
port with
placed.
effects. And then when he converts to robot mode, they will store on.
Everyone will be getting a
So,
Haslab
it's-
virtually for this,
it looks
maybe, I think, as well.
definitely,
You know, this
after
would be
the
a big
funding window
driving
ends, We'll
force.
have updates, more updated renders and pictures through the process. We'll definitely get you guys some backer updates on that.
I mean, obviously, this was what we could make so quickly
Yeah.
to make this happen.
But to also blow this out, because we are fully funded and we have a week to go, today we're going to get to debut the painted model images. So we're going to throw up Omega Prime right now. You get to check that out, the full combine mode. Evan went and shot this with our good friend Dave White. Thank you again for taking your whole day to keep him together. I know he exploded a couple times while you're painting it.
That's not what you want to hear.
It's a prototype. It's
It's a
painted.
prototype
It
model.
has
Heck of a
day.
It's really sick. So,
Got the
Haslab
Transformer in a
It
hand.
might explode.
After the stream, everything will be updated. You'll see it in the carousel and the full Haslab page. Take a look at those pictures. You can really see like that the difference between the render, which are awesome. Great job by Nick and Tony for working on those to get the campaign to fund and be through this point. We're glad to be able to get those painted photos for you. So that's Haslab. Again, congrats. Thank you for funding. Fully funded.
we not gonna see the
You guys,
colour
everybody
shots?
that backed it is getting everything. Next,
they were
we're
gonna
going to
show
show
us.
this entire rest of the
Oh, I
stream.
thought we
We
were.
have some product stuff at the end.
Easy,
because
Tiger,
we also have
they're
some
getting
product
there.
stuff, but I'm going to make you wait for it a little bit. We're going to talk about
Oh,
all
you
of our.
I didn't
turn
back it, but I want to see.
commercial
Damn it!
partners and everything we have going on for the 40th anniversary. So we had a press release came out early February talking about Transformers 40. In case you missed
Come
it, we
on.
wanted to recap some of it.
Starting
So
to be like
first off,
the
thanks to Mad
world's
Engine for
worst
dressing all
German
of us.
porn
So
video.
Indeed.
Evan, my shirt, are all shirts that were sent to us by Mad Engine to help promote. So here we're gonna just kind of like rapid fire go through. We're gonna throw up some images on the screen. Everybody can check out these designs. Some of them have the specific 40th logo on it. Some of them are just really awesome classic pieces of art that can.
Are these the
really help
ones
you
we think
celebrate.
we've already shown
So,
on the
like,
show? Let's
the
find
first
out.
set of images here, clearly this is great. The G1
Yeah,
box
they
art
are.
put together with the 40th
Yeah.
logo.
So
Greyhand
lovely.
Optimus. Yeah.
So
They
lovely.
are very good, to be fair.
A really cool Autobot.
I like
logo.
the blue
You can
one.
kind
I
of
like
see
the
artwork.
logo within.
You can see the shirt up there, the one I'm wearing. 40 years of Transformers.
Where's
I
my
do
I
Decepticon
like that
one,
one.
though?
logo.
Cool.
An alternate version, kind of like comic art, kind of
Yeah,
camo-y
I do
looking, but
like
it's not.
that.
But it's comic art. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool,
I
right?
do like that.
And you get that 40th logo again, so that's great.
Oh, dude, Sandstorm.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, look
Yeah.
at him peeking out the back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of
that's great.
original G1 art. We're
Ooh.
thankfully lucky enough to have all of that original art, and it's in the guide, so it was able to get put together with the classic vintage logo.
There's a random ragtag of Transformers there on the left.
I know. We
Yes.
said this on the show and we covered
It's
this.
good.
It's
It's
like
good. So you'll be able to get all
chuck
of
some
these
randoms
on-
in together.
Amazon, and I'm at it.
Sea spray,
It's great.
dive bomb,
And then you get
Roadbuster.
Sandstorm. Yeah, it's
some more
all,
cool
it's all
stuff. You can
good.
sideswipe there with a little
Ooh,
background and
I
a
like
little
that,
faded
little
logo.
paint splash
Like the size
background.
white one.
Classic.
Just great stuff here.
Ooh.
Good old punch shirt. Megatron again, pulled straight. from
Yellow
the-
I
Eyed
think they could have
Megatron,
picked
yeah.
some UK comic panels, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
So good.
And then
Some of
shirt
the,
Evan's wearing, just the
better
40th logo,
artwork,
and a shout out
maybe.
to Mario for
Yeah.
creating
Not
that
the
it's
logo.
bad,
don't know if
just-
he's
I mean, I know it
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
appeared in
anything
the
he's done to
UK,
really
but
call him out.
Yeah.
Yet, like,
UK
Mario
had
did a
better
lot of our
print at that
packaging, was
time.
actually able to design the 40th logo, something we kicked off probably about 2 years ago now. It feels old to us, but it's new to the most of you.
Chest shot.
What year is it? I don't know.
Yeah. He crushed it.
Another comic cover. Is this the one you were talking about when we were
No,
chatting?
I was actually
Okay.
talking about that other one, which was like I think he says like something like Optimus is of concern is the only concern. Something from the comics.
Great
but
stuff.
It was really yeah. All of these
again,
designs are pretty.
Yeah,
awesome.
more of the classic box art.
Box art on the
I think
left.
It's like the back of Devastator.
You will get a Decepticon logo eventually, Andy. I
Come
promise.
on, there must be one in there.
Oh,
All this
years ago.
pro
Another
Free-
Autobot
Three
propaganda.
Autobot ones.
physical brand.
Propaganda. You are being
Unbelievable.
deceived.
Exactly.
Comic 9-up head, some more.
Oh, yeah,
there's the
remember
other
the,
random, the random Brady
Oh,
one
yeah.
on the left.
Boss battle selector level situation. That's
Weird.
awesome.
Here's Scrapper. Here's Air Raid.
A lot of good classic art. There.
And then it's like
Some
The random
Peony
bunch.
So
I love it.
And then some people like their white shirts. So we
It's
have
like
some nice
every
white
Transformers
shirts.
video game. You can only be the Autobots.
Oh, yeah.
It's clean.
Like yeah.
Bloody annoying that.
And then
Except for Fall of Cybertron War for
40-year
Cybertron, I
shirt
suppose.
that Mark's
Yeah, that
wearing.
was the only one, really.
It's really dope.
Rolling
That
out
one's
for 40
awesome.
years.
Yeah, this one's
Box
the
art.
I like that
box
one
art,
that,
voice art
Mark's got on.
behind
Front
it.
and center on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
look at
cool.
like, yeah, it was good green too. Yeah.
And then a nice box around that classic original G1 artwork. So.
Yeah.
Of course, we are watching this stream
Ooh,
from
a
the
couple more just
past.
for fun. We have this
You
nice
know,
Optimus.
slightly
out of
sync.
Cybertronian.
Yeah.
Only a
Some
bit.
people that was their first
Yeah.
Transformers. Gotta
No,
celebrate
no
all 40
Bisto,
years
no
of
blue
fame.
like that
hoodies
design.
for sale.
Evergreen.
They're the only ones who can wear blue
Pretty
hoodies.
sure.
And I really
That's
like
the law.
coming from the screen printing world. I really like distress print. So like I actually
We're getting there, Ben. Calm yourself.
on the side too.
Can we stop talking about t-shirts?
So yeah. So again, Mad Engine is making all of those. Congrats.
It's
to
a
them on
live
those
tea
great
stream.
designs. You can
Yeah.
get them on our Transformers brand page on Amazon. Go there. There's a lot of different options. I think you actually even kind of can swap shirt colors and stuff if you want for some of it because it's all
sick.
print on demand. So
Oh.
place your order. Probably have your shirt about it roughly a week, so we can get your fandom out there. Buy a bunch. 'cause
Why?
really there's a lot
I
of
like
stuff.
that colour. I
So-
hope that's there.
That does it for apparel, at least for now. I'm sure
I'll
there'll be
be
more.
disappointed.
Definitely keep an eye out on our socials for all of that.
And angry.
Our good friends
Yes.
at 3-0 also debuted some really awesome toys. They've been really killing it. Like
Delicious.
if
Yeah.
converting your toy is not your thing, right?
Let's have a look at some
they do this nice
toys.
high-end expression of non-converting toys. They do it mainly for the movie.
I'm
There's
about to
some
explode if you
evergreen
don't show a
style,
toy sale.
right?
I'm
So
like,
they're
toy
doing
time.
these animation.
We
designs
came
this
here
time
for.
around.
Oh,
So,
no. Here's
up first,
Oh, yeah.
couldn't
a
have
non-transforming
40th
toy.
celebration and animation and G1 celebration without Optimus Prime. I mean, let's take a look at this picture.
Yeah, that animation decker looks so good on that mold. Yeah.
Energon.
I want to say
Yeah,
we've shown this
3-0.
already.
Yeah,
Lots of
yeah.
hands, Matrix because
It was on the show last week, wasn't it? Or-
It was recently, last couple
It
of
was
weeks.
recently.
Yeah.
I remember the crotch thrust. Yes, of course.
I just remember
things you
Alexis. I remember Alexis's tears because he had the first wave with non
Yes.
animation deco.
Oh yeah,
all the rest
he
of
has
them.
every single one. Of these,
Yeah, his office.
He'll
is
just
great.
sell them
Like I have a few, but he's got
Yes.
He's got everyone. Yeah, I mean.
Perfect. So you can't have Optimus without having his nemesis and Megatron, right? So
Yeah, remember that.
Look at the size of this
Yeah.
fusion cannon.
I like
Let's not get into that again. Let's all just ignore.
It's just there. You can see the penis there, can't you? The knob's just.
If you have that on your shelf at home.
That's a great design. I
So,
love that head design.
You got a little bit of the G1 look.
Very
to it.
small
You have that
Bumblebee.
very-
having the dark gray brain.
He actually looks the best because he doesn't look like Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It
the
looks like
T
Bumblebee if
actually seems
Bumblebee
to come with
actually
a
looked cool,
head
which he
from
doesn't
the
normally.
Yeah.
next
Sorry to all
one.
those who think he does, but he doesn't.
Oh, based off the G1.
Is that the
toy.
Goldbug head?
I like that a lot.
Yeah, it does actually look like Goldbug.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The blaster looks really
there's the
great.
visor and the
Clearly very
That's
faceplate.
kind of cool.
So keep an eye out for that. You'll definitely get those emails if you're already on our, you're a member, you're signing up. You'll get that from Hasbro Pulse. You get your chance to get these a little later in the year when 3.0 is released.
I don't think so, Ben.
The Ultimate
Yeah.
Collector
Ben,
Pin
don't
Company, Big
complain.
Pin, is
We all
back, and they're
like
doing
leaked
some
stuff. We
XL
get
pins
excited.
for us this year. Very much inspired
We
by the
do.
G1
We'll share
box
most
art.
of it.
Yes.
This feels great. So, hey,
You like it so much, it's
not
not
more leaked
news
stuff.
anymore.
Hashtag Transformers
A larger than life collectible.
with a penis. Big penis.
And a crotch thrust. Missing link.
Fig Pin XL. They're pins. Okay.
Oh,
Does it transform?
it's something you can
Not
wear
really.
on your
Yeah.
clothes.
It's a
or-
badge, basically. You can call it a pin all you want. It's a badge. Yay for badges.
Yay,
So there you
let's
can see
keep
the
pushing
Fig
different
Pin, More of
merchandise.
that to come from them later in the year. Again, there'll be those XL pins.
Twitching.
So, you want to put on your backpack. If you're one of those cool kids that still wears denim jean jackets, like I can't pull that off.
It's like
but,
I wear jeans, but
I still rock the denim
You
jacket.
definitely have
I
that.
still
Look,
rock it.
I can't.
Mark
So,
can pull it off.
I don't know. It's just never my thing. The denim vest, though, very 80s metal. I can pull that
Whoa.
still off. That's
Yeah,
definitely the
you
concept
definitely
look,
gotta
right?
cut
Yeah.
off the
We're getting into
Yeah,
denim
yeah.
jacket discussion now.
The
This is where the stream's at.
No, you have
This is what we came here for.
I mean, what it's worth, I'm in a denim
I was going to
shirt.
say, you're wearing a
Just
denim
for- just-
shirt. This is
just-
right up your
See,
street.
beat you
Ian.
to it. Completed it, lads.
Like,
Completed
if
it.
collecting precious metals is your thing, our friends at New Zealand Mint actually have two different coins that they're going to be making based
New
on
Zealand Mint, did you
the
say?
original
Coins.
Transformers #1 cover.
We're
The
talking
about
front side of this
coins.
is
Coins.
graphic printed. The first
What about
cover,
Alexis
40th
there?
badge and
One
base.
ounce,
Logo on
999
there, and
fine
you see
silver.
$10 piece of silver. This is pure silver coming from New Zealand.
Wow.
Oh,
And then
wow.
the,
I actually
kind of
quite
check out
like
this
that.
packaging here, so it's an outer box.
I don't know.
Display
It suits
piece,
my
and also
latest
Wow.
ways.
For the man who already has everything.
different levels
What
of
collection do you want to start
flexibility
now,
depending
Jamie?
on
The Royal Mint collection.
If this is your thing. This is really cool. Like they've done a lot of other stuff with other partners with Hasbro. I know back from my days with Magic the Gathering that there were some of
Bit
the
of filler.
Planeswalkers done there and whatnot.
Transformer currency.
So, another thing that was talked about in our press release is our friends over at Dynamite Entertainment.
Just noticed
if
he's
you
working
order
the
comic
mouse there.
books, you've probably seen a previews book or Dynamite.
I assume
Comics, they
somebody
put out
else was
stuff.
doing
So
all
they
that
are
for him.
actually going to be making
You think
some
so?
collectible trading cards.
Yeah, we
Stickers
can
and
know
things
about
like
this
that. Oh, yeah,
again.
we've seen this, haven't we?
Foils
Yeah.
going on,
And
there's
yeah,
some
I'm
packs.
excited for this as well.
There's going to be a box to let you collect the series. There's a
You
whole
buy
lot
the
of
box
stuff.
and you
Not
buy
a-
everything in
Just
one
buy it
hit.
all in one bit, yeah.
Who
It's
wants
not
that
like
kind
we
of?
could. It's not like we could go to school and start swapping the cards, is it? We get
That was
arrested.
half the fun. That was
Every-
half got need.
Every couple of months at a
There's
con.
lot of stuff for-
What have you got?
More, yeah, so more to come on this. You can see this is some of the pack art.
Got-
that's
got
gonna be
need.
on the outside, so that
Got
way
need. Shiny.
You'll rip open. Get
Shiny.
cards faster, clearly.
Remember the first time I got a Premier League trophy as it's shiny, I was like, wow.
So keep an eye on Diamond and previews, and we'll get you more on that as it becomes.
Come on, let's get
All
to
right.
it.
So, if anybody's following my social, I clearly go to a lot of concerts. I don't know just how my life happened to work out, and I happen to be lucky to be friends with a lot of people. So when this got announced, I was very
Flex.
excited to see our friends over at JLab are actually making.
But do you
some
get asked for
headphones.
signatures in the
They're not
toilet?
pictured here
No.
today. Well, they're actually earbuds as well that have a carrying case. So they have two different versions of their
He's
headphones.
like, "Do you know
So
Mark?"
Here you can see the
What did he
Autobot.
want you to
We'll take a
sign?
look at the Decepticon one. Clearly we all know which one Mark and I will be ordering.
have to
I'll
ask
just put,
Tony.
I'll just put my initials, shall I?
Not a ton of
Decepticon logo,
information.
Andy.
These will be available
Decepticon
to
headphones.
Hey!
Daylab.com, and you just search
Nearly
for
20 minutes
Transformers
into the
on
stream.
their site. It'll bring you to the page with information about the two different products, and there is
Well,
a
at least
link
in
there.
future
Just
streams they
subscribe
can't
for
do this again,
information.
so that's a plus
Sign up for
point.
that. You'll get the email when these go on sale, so you can, listen to music in
Stan
style.
24/7.
They are
Yeah.
throwing a
You
badge
can
on
listen to
anything
a lot
with some
of that
stick at the
already.
moment.
A lot of you got the
I think we're
touch.
literally going through all the
that'd be
stuff that we
great.
showed a couple
So
of weeks back.
that was a lot, right? There's a lot coming on. We have a lot still to do. I mean, we're going to celebrate 40 years for the whole year. We kind of started at PulseCon. We have more to go, so we can't do it all now. More to come. We have other partners. Super 7 has some 40th stuff and already talk about.
Well, you haven't
Funko
even
was
shown
also
anything yet,
mentioned
really,
in the press
to be
release.
honest.
No.
More to come on all of that. But again, you want to dress yourself to look good, head on over to Amazon, get those on our Amazon Transformers brand page.
Are you actually
gonna
Go
get
to
toys
in this?
Transformers. Takes you right to the page.
You can get this in Prime Time Toys.
That there's a wide selection.
Yeah, I mean, you for every different.
The
type of
T-shirt,
thing,
not
there's
me.
something there.
I'm not for sale.
All
Well,
this other
You didn't
stuff.
specify that. I am
I
typing
mean-
Jamie into their search engine now.
Lots of stuff.
If I use File 1, can I get £5 off?
I'm a big fan of the trading cards, though. I like doing a binder,
Oh,
fitting all
yeah.
the cards in the binder. I'm
Yep.
a big person like that. Yeah.
I found my Pogs page the other day. I'm like, yeah, man, look at this.
Oh,
That's where if
they
they
are
start
just
talking
doing-
about Ring Raiders, I'm going to hit them.
They are actually just infringing on your
All right,
style
so
now,
we couldn't do a
reminiscing
fan
through
stream and not
history.
Talk about product. I promised there was some product at the end, so a reveal for sure.
limited
You
edition.
probably have seen this.
So
already
limited,
this
he's
morning.
only one
It's
of
up
them.
for
He's
pre-order
here.
at 9 a.m. On Target.com.
Used, though, to be
But,
fair.
our first Target exclusive of the year is actually coming to us from
Not
Studio
mint.
Series. Let's
Used
talk about
like
our
new.
first
Hey!
Studio Series exclusive
Oh, here we
of
go.
the year,
Toys!
coming to us from the 86 line.
Toy.
Look at the picture here.
Toy.
Singular.
Singular.
And yet, it looks awesome.
Autobot Blaster.
I mean,
It's so nice to get this guy out there.
it's just like the Kingdom one with different tape.
All right.
but-
So
Yep.
obviously, the original mold that Mark and Hasui-san worked on is absolute fire, right? Like you guys did an amazing job on this one.
So,
It does a great
what's he
job
got?
of
Kingdom on
matching
in his
the
hand
toy,
there?
deco,
Yeah, it's like
we wanted to do
silvery one.
Yeah.
the animation, which is what this guy here is. So
There's
you can
really
see
not an
some
awful
work
lot in
on
it,
this.
is there?
We do a little bit of a bright.
Clear
Chest
Plastics
plate.
had its
He's
day.
using
It's,
black,
like,
he's using
it's just
grays,
not
he's
there
Lower
anymore.
legs
and it's like a flatter gray.
and
It's got the
face.
little
yeah.
White
But
face
also
instead of silver
eject.
The
face.
face is the
Yeah,
one
hold
that
it
hits you,
solid.
yeah.
He looks
I can see people
fantastic
buying
in
this just for the solid
He
yeah.
does.
eject
Yeah.
instead of the.
They're going to buy, yeah,
Really
it ejects the driving
I
point.
hope it's not
This
painted white
with
face. I
the
hope it's white
cassette
plastic.
door
Please be
painted
white
as
plastic.
with the graphic that's shown in the animation.
if they
it's
say.
Very
just
I did hear with
so
them.
cool looking.
Yeah, it's
Right,
very
yeah, listen.
different.
Yeah, it is very different, and even the reds are different. You got gray here instead of the black.
My daughter likes this toy. Weirdly, like without knowing what boomboxes are, picked this up in boombox mode and just put it on her shoulder and walked out of my office one day. And I was like, all right.
It's baked into
Apparently
your
it's baked
genetics.
into your genetics. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just how it goes. So,
So if you
again,
see this on eBay, you
Studio
know where
Series
she got it.
exclusive, limited quantities on Pulse, as well as on.
I've heard
Amazon.com.
with that
Chance to use
original
the blaster to build
eject
up
that it does
community
shatter a
fallacy.
bit,
Again,
subject to
solid
breaking.
eject was something I know people
Yeah.
have been asking me
I think
for
clear
a
plastic
while,
is
so
always a bit of a
definitely
risk,
put
unfortunately.
that out there.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so now we're going to review two products that were pre-ordered back on the 29th, so about a week and a half ago. Amazon exclusive start the year. So we did the Wreckers a couple years ago. We couldn't do the Wreckers without also doing the Nemesis, the Mayhem Attack Squad. So up first, we can talk about Breakdown as well as Windsweeper.
Yeah, I was pretty excited to get the redeco of Neil Nose's Windsweeper here with the new alt head because obviously we're trying to fill out that TriggerCon collection that we started with Crankcase. So, you know, I'm not
He
going to
looks awesome.
leave you guys high and dry.
This is a
without
Madonna
his
moment.
partner here. Windsweeper looks
You can't
great.
keep
He
saying
looks,
that, Jamie.
totally different
I
from
have.
Neil Nose.
Not everything can be a Madonna man.
He's very easily impressed.
In the midnight hour.
Is
that Madonna? That's pretty idle, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true, actually, yeah.
A shout out
Still good.
from, the TF Wiki Man, and that was actually like old school GI Joe names.
I'm not impressed by Big Blue there.
Also, Breakdown, we obviously had.
I'm not surprised they're
head
reusing the mold,
built into
though.
that mold of Bulkhead, so it just really made sense to have his arch nemesis in the series of Prime.
He's a very
Be
dead blue.
Breakdown, Bulkhead versus
Yeah.
Breakdown. he does really look good in these colors.
Flat.
Yeah, he really does. You know, tweak that blue to get that really saturated look that he has in the series. Nice head
Yeah, it might be
sculpt,
show
Unison,
accurate,
I
but
believe, actually,
I mean, he's rocking more denim than I am.
sculpt right there.
Yeah.
He also obviously comes with all of his attributes.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie,
The
I'm not
shield,
waxing
he
lyrical
has
about it, but I
his
have
little
pre-ordered it,
laser
so.
that actually is featured.
Yeah, but
Because it came in a
worried-
2-pack,
be
so I
worried
didn't really
if
have a
you didn't.
choice.
Yeah, I think everyone wants the other guy more, to be honest. I know there's going to be fans out there for Breakdown, but
He'll go with the other Prime-themed bots on my shelf.
And he also does come along with the
You
the
win
head
again,
for the
Hasbro.
hand mace.
Lazy
Yeah,
buy
you.
2 of
See
them.
that in the ecom images that are up on Amazon right now.
Retgar was the ultimate
well as
Madonna
Hasbro Pulse,
moment.
where they have limited quantities. So,
and
Yeah.
what was
So-
NRC.
we had a
The
second
nipples.
two-pack,
He's talking about the.
clearly
yeah.
Oh,
building out
cool.
some
Making
more
that.
Mayhem
Oh,
Attack
Dave,
Squad
you and your
reviews.
nips.
This one I think was pretty.
What
cool
you
Can't
like?
get his mind off nips.
Because they definitely love their Insecticons. They
Hey.
are some of the best-selling legacy toys to date, hands down. So we couldn't
Oh,
just
interesting.
stop there. We had,
But what
we
about
had,
the
to know.
deluxe Insecticons?
we had.
Is
we
that
had
the
more
ones
than
that
those,
actually made
so,
it to retail and not stuck
So
in the
this was
warehouse?
actually a really fun pack to do. Obviously, everyone knows that I love Insecticons. That was like one of the first things that I wanted to do when I got here on the brand as a designer, was to try to do the deluxe Insecticons, all of them. So Barrage and Chop Shop here are really, actually redecos of and partials of Bombshell and Shrapnel, but we fit it all in the mold, and it really does reign supreme how we ended up switching around the character selects. I think it was Taku-san that actually worked on these with me. I'm not sure. I think it was Taku-san. But the colors are just straight off of their G1 counterparts. The translucent actually really came out nice. We put the metallic underneath, more of a translucent color that's much like their molded color, but it does really look good compared to their molded color. You have to kind of see it, I guess, in hand to really showcase it, you know. But I mean,
The Beatles, great look, right? It's
Right?
just great. We're getting there. Again, talking about finishing collections, right?
Malleus
And we can't not
Minotaurus.
talk about Malleus Minotaurus.
So you'll see here on Malleus Minotaurus, he actually has the Solus Prime logo on his forehead here.
Oh,
So this
If I get my
mystical
magnifying glass
camera
out, I might see
was
that.
Built by Solus Prime.
tiny,
He
isn't
was
it?
actually,
Or you could just have my
Solus's
eyesight and you'd be
Prime's
fine, but
little
yeah.
blacksmith
No.
helper.
We're not all
Shut
God
up.
status like you,
And-
Jamie.
Adding
was-
to the lore.
Yes,
Even
I
with my
was-
Perceptor glasses on, it's still small. Doesn't make any difference about
uh,
how clear you can see it's
individual
tiny.
character, actually, a Minotaur, until he was stolen by the Insecticons from the Wreckers camp, and now he actually has been brought to life to try to actually escape the clutches of the Mayhem Attack Squad here, the Doom and Destruction packs. That's the whole kind of capsule.
They're trying to thread a story through legacy releases. Why
And
start
working-
now?
It's working.
Why
It's
they
working.
start so far into the toy line?
Yeah.
Well, there's been no
Yeah, it's pretty
theme
fun.
whatsoever.
Yeah,
It's who's
also-
coming through the space bridge next.
I'm with you, Mark. Have you watched your stream? Alfire's a one dishing you.
You try and get that sponsorship, Joe. You keep going.
Smashdown, I think his name was. So we actually do have.
It's like
both of the
Alexis is
blast
whispering
effects
in
here.
your ear, Ian. What's
Just
going on
as
here?
an
Oh, you're right, you're
accessory
right.
for your
I shouldn't be
guys,
so
it looks
negative.
Awesome.
Slag
I love
off
how
the
the blast
Hasbro.
effects actually look on the hand.
Yeah, that's fucking great.
So's Prime isn't coming with a
so
hammer.
again, we should
Do you
be
know,
up
he
for
makes a
pre-order
good
now.
point,
They're shipping
because
this
that's
month.
a hammer, isn't it? So
Get your chance. You can head over to Amazon.
it's a bit annoying if you're going to have to
There
start
were limited
collecting
quantities on
packs to
Pulse.
complete
Could be more
figures.
limited quantities on Pulse.
But then,
So we
isn't
wanted
it
to
like
see
like the builder
something
figure
real
stuff
quick.
that you get with other lines, where you've got to buy all of them to get all the
Exactly,
pieces
yeah.
to,
That
to
No,
get
because
that
it's a
thing?
weapon.
Stream
It's a
of
weapon, though,
4
isn't it?
to
So-
Well,
Yeah, but the thing is, it
Hashtag
makes you commit,
Transformers
doesn't
40
it?
if you guys
You're
want to
Yeah.
going to
on
be
hashtag
picking up
social
something or
for
getting
us.
multiple of things just to get the
All
thing
that
you
stuff you
want.
saw today, you can read all about it online. In the
It's a
press
tactic,
release.
it works.
Go to all those different websites.
It's not fun, but it works.
Up to
It's a
date on
shitty
all that
tactic,
stuff.
but yes, it does work. You
Yeah,
can't argue
it
with
is a
that, can
shitty
you?
tactic.
Well, next week for the final day of the Haslab backing, we'll check in again and see how we're finishing that out. And we also
Was
have
that
a
it?
bunch of product to reveal that day, a bunch of different.
Better be
retailers
something
exclusive.
new.
One that Mark worked on
I
for a long
didn't
time.
think there would be, but
A lot of back
we
and
got to.
forth.
How long's the stream? Half hour?
And we got it pretty good. I think people are going to be excited.
One of them
as well
better
as,
strip naked.
Some other characters I think people will.
That's a different kind of reveal.
See come. A nice little another sub-faction team tells its own little story. It'll be fun to talk about. So, until next week, everybody, we will.
That was it.
That's it.
Next Thursday for
Stuff that's
another
already been
40th
leaked.
Fanstream.
Thanks for
That's what we've already
tuning
said
in,
before.
everyone.
Thanks for coming. If you joined us,
Thanks for coming to Old News.
please address all complaints to Hasbro. Well,
Do you know? The only plus point is at least people who have tuned in have managed to see, three attractive guys tonight do this. Us three.
I was going to say, what, B-Mac, Evan, and
yeah, well saved. Oh, what's going on there?
Should we now watch Adam Walker, Dua Lipa, and someone else?
Oh God, no.
To be fair, there's worse things that could have started playing, I suppose.
Yeah. Very, very true. Could have been GoBots.
What's that one? Walker? Is that a song?
I mean, that could be like the next 4 weeks could be just like that. We could be seeing reveals sort of day on day, stuff coming out, hitting social media, and then those streams could be much the same as what we just seen. So strap in.
To be fair, well, I say to be fair, if we hadn't had the leaks, we'd have just seen a load of new product. But it's the fact that obviously we have seen all of that stuff. I think it's fair to say. Was there anything?
Yeah,
we
but
saw
that's
that
because,
was new?
to be fair, even
the
without
coin.
the leaks, even
The
without
coin,
the
the
leaks,
coin was new, wasn't it?
even without the leaks, we would have seen that because all that stuff went for sale in Hasbro Pulse.
That's
So it's
true
not
as
even-
well. Yeah.
So they're not even leaks. So we can't even blame the leakers out there.
But this is what I was saying
It's
to what I was saying to Jamie before you came on, Andy. It's just like, are we getting like leaks, intentional leaks going out onto the news sites from Hasbro? From what was the one we saw today? Wasn't it from Transformers official Facebook group? And it's like they're doing their own reveals on their own social media that you'll come across it throughout the day, when it's going to just be shown on these streams anyway. So it's just double handling news.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know. It's like Jamie said, the fact of the matter is these things have already gone up for pre-order. We've seen a lot of this stuff. I think Hasbro do leak stuff out deliberately. I think they do it to get the hype going. I think it's the same reason why certain people, kind of reviewers and stuff, they don't clamp down on things because they know it's all hype. It's all good,
But it's interesting you say that. It's interesting you say that because we also know that Mattel and then also Hasbro, when it comes to their Magic the Gathering, have sent SWAT squads, haven't they? Swatted people who have revealed stuff early, who have bought it legitimately from toy stores. And
swat you. That's more of a slap, isn't it?
But it's funny how obviously with Transformers is a completely different ethos out there compared to other toy lines.
It is interesting that they do seem to approach. I mean, we are assuming a lot of this, of course, but it does feel like they approach it differently. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's something to do with the fan base and that they know that when they leak this stuff, the hype gets up and they can see it on social media. I don't know.
I think you're right in what you said, Andy, because I've said that before about how Hasbro approaches third-party stuff. They know it goes on, and I think they more or less just turn a blind eye to it because it's still eyes on the product. Imitation is the serious form of flattery, and like with revealing their stuff now, no publicity is bad publicity. The worst thing you can do is have no one talk about Transformers to the point that no one wants to buy it. So if they get stuff published a bit early, it makes you go, oh, I want to get that when it comes out. So
definitely
you're thinking about it.
Well, it's interesting because you've got like 40 years Transformers celebration, in another 40 years' time, they'll be approaching that deadlock of losing the franchise, won't they? The trademark.
Yeah.
That's going to be true.
So 40 years' time. So when I'm still collecting in my 80s, that's when it'll become.
And you will be.
Serious.
Probably.
The
law might be changed again, because it used to only be about was it 60 years or less?
60 years. Well, it was the same as music rights, isn't it? How long you can claim royalties off songs.
Yeah, because it was Disney who kept artificially increasing it, and making America go for it. But then you've got a lot of other countries that have their own copyright laws. So
Yeah.
Transformers isn't going to be in trademark for much longer than I would say in other countries. Obviously I'm just making all this stuff up. but it's a fact. And then you've got places like China which don't care anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Lawless land.
It's amusing that I'm looking at the kind of the viewer kind of count thing that we have on our screen, and it's gone up since the stream ended. It's like
We are the stream now.
Yeah, you missed
Listen
it,
to our own
guys.
reveals.
Nothing new. Well, not much new unless you like coins, large rectangular coins.
That may not be
Yeah.
accepted as currency.
Wasn't he Australian as well? Wasn't it Australian? I'm sure.
He
it
said
was
New
it.
Zealand, didn't he?
Oh, was it New Zealand? There you go. Australia, New Zealand.
Yeah, the Kiwis
Hello
are
to
likely
all our-
calling them that.
Yeah. Hello to all our Kiwi viewers out there. We're big in New Zealand, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There in Papua New Guinea. That's where we're at.
Oh. Jamie, you there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I am definitely there. Yeah. I am there. I'm just.
right. Well, is that it then?
Well-
We're done.
Well, what do you think's going to be happening next week?
I think we'll see the stuff that we've probably already seen. this week.
We'll see.
In leaks.
We'll see Chilean Starscream, and we'll see all the other stuff we've seen over the last couple of days.
Star Seekers, Ferrac, Filch, which is still a dodgy name if you know the slang meaning of it. What else? They won't have slag, but they're going to let Filch through. Do your research,
Yeah.
Hasbro. What else did we have? Ferrac, Lockdown, and who's the other one? Who's the fourth one from that little group that just kind of emerged last night? Oh God, my brain's gone.
Oh,
It'll be old age, but still.
I've
Oh,
got it
great.
here.
Have you got it?
Is it you got Cannonball, Filch?
Cannonball,
Ferrac.
that's the one. Yeah.
Is that? Yeah. He looks quite cool actually, doesn't it? The one that's
Have you got the
based on
photos
skids.
there? Because you could put them up on the screen. Just in case anybody's watching this going,
We'll
"What, you want
forecast next week's news.
Oh yeah. Okay. I shall now try to do that without.
If you can't, don't worry about it. But I just thought,
share
well,
screen.
I just brought it up. Let's just ruin it for Hasbro Pulse's reveal next week. If you haven't seen it, here
Twitter.
it is.
Right, we see that.
I'm going to make a prediction that to come the end of these 4 streams that we've got coming, that we are not going to see Swoop. I just have a feeling we're just not.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
Feeling
we would have
confident.
had it by now.
We'd have had a leak. Something would have got out.
Yeah.
That looks cool. I don't care. I like
That's
this
Air
one.
Razor, isn't it? As in
Yeah.
the
It is Air
original
Razor.
mold, and they've
Yeah.
That looks
It's
It's a
awesome
junkie
as
on,
well.
isn't it?
I'm really not bothered about Air Razor, but the fact that it has that look of the character that was in it was Cyberverse, I think, wasn't it? It actually was quite a cool character. It was freaky as hell, but
They made Skids mold look good because I was not very keen in the Skids mold.
I
but
was
it looks
trying
good
to.
there.
they must like it though. They
Keep
keep reusing it, and they've remolded parts of the Cyclonus mold, haven't they? For
Yeah, but
what's
I
that,
don't
Ferrac?
like this. I don't like the colours. It just looks like a KO from AliExpress. I just,
Timu.
yeah.
maybe that's what it is. They're going into some quite, I suppose, quite not random. That's not the word I mean, but certainly characters that come out of left field a little bit, and that you might not expect to be seeing. Which is good in a way, because it's it shouldn't always be the same core characters again and again and again.
It shouldn't, but by the same token, we should have had Swoop by now if we're going to go down this route.
But this is what I was actually just about to lead on to, which is you're exactly right, Ian. If we're getting these characters, and that's brilliant because we're getting characters who are a bit more random, but what about all the G1 characters that we haven't had yet? That people have been asking for years. What about the Beast Wars characters that we haven't had yet that people have been asking for? I know we're getting more Beast Wars stuff out, but still, it feels a bit of a jump. And it literally, I suppose, will be they look at the molds and there'll be somebody there. It'll go, right, what do you think we can get out of this?
Yeah.
And they'll just, oh yeah, do you remember that character?
You even had Mark talking about repaints in the stream very, very quite openly, and I've kind of felt before that they were a little bit coy of repaints, even though we would get repaints. They wouldn't kind of say, oh yeah, it's great to use the repaints. That's like, yeah, it's cost effective, I get why, but it's don't keep hamming up that it's reusing the mold all the time, because that will just lose its magic the more you see of it. Even if it is a good mold, you see it 99 times, you do become a bit numb to it.
Especially if the characters are not well known. It's different with the Seekers or the Datsun Vos, you know. But when they cut Datsun Vos, I think we should coin that term. I don't know if that's been used. Datsun Vos. Yeah.
I think it has, yeah.
Datsun
I think it might have been around for quite a while. But yeah,
years, maybe.
We've just reinvented it. So,
you're right, but I do think as well, if you think about the costs involved in actually creating new molds, the reason why they use a reprint of existing mold for a lesser known character is because they don't know how many it's going to sell, so it's cheaper to do it using a remold instead of giving it a recolor or whatever. They're giving a whole new mold when you might spend a fortune on that and then turn out it doesn't sell and
it's less risk.
Shelf forms. I get it from a business point of view. Obviously, as a fan, screw that. Give me new molds for every single bloody one of them. But that isn't going to happen. So you've got to be realistic.
Do you think we've seen the last of clear plastic being used so much to cover a figure?
Probably
It'll
not.
be another thing. It'll be another thing, though. It's like gold plastic syndrome back in the day, clear plastic now. It'll be another thing. We haven't got away from the yellowing, have we? I mean, maybe it's sort of reduced, but it was even on some of the Star Sabers, the Haslab Star Sabers. So we might have seen a bit at the end of that or reduction in that, but it'll be another thing that will cause issues and problems. Plastic decays, so they just have to be a little bit smarter.
Does it matter to us, though? Because we're now at that age where in the next 40 years, when that stuff will probably start to become very common, we'll be dead.
Oh, Jamie, bringing the cheer, bringing the joy. Doesn't
take that away with you.
We're doomed. Anyway.
Don't worry about your collections that you poured most of your life savings into, because you will be dead.
On that joyous note.
it can happen any moment, maybe even in the next 5 minutes or tomorrow.
Might not be 40 years.
And tune into the next live stream if you make it that far.
If you make it to next week, please join us again.
But thanks for joining, and goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful week.